Hey Gearheads, Jeff from Gear Report. We're going to take a quick look at the Boyds Hardwood Gunstocks @1 rifle stock. So folks, what we have here is a drop-in rifle stock from Boyds Hardwood Gunstocks. What I mean by that is you don't have to involve a gunsmith if you have the basic ability to take out and reinsert your action screws. It's pretty simple. Anyone with very basic tools should be able to remove the action from their rifle and drop it in one of these Boyds stocks, as long as you order the correct action cuts. So these are a mass-produced item, but you select all the details about your rifle. In this case, I have a Remington 783 in 243 Winchester. So the 243 makes it a long action, and it has a detachable box mag. So those are the different things that when I went on the Boyds website to place the order, those are the things I had to select. And then I could pick some of the other features, like what color did I want, and I picked they call this woodland camo. It's got some brown, gray, and green. And they've just started offering at Boyds something they call Ripple, where they take this pattern that they have in the laminate and they make it wavy, so that then when they go through and finish it, you see these different variations and ripples. Go figure, they call it Ripple in the color of the finish. So this is a hardwood laminate gun stock. Some other features of the @1 are a hand grip area here. What you see, the way this is installed right now, this is larger than standard. This is what they call the target version. These are rubberized, plus they're larger. This is designed for prone shooting. This is wider at the front. So the standard one comes straight down, this one kind of bulges out, and it's got that kind of Hogue rubber feel to it. I really like the feel of this. Honestly, the standard grip and forend really weren't bad, but I have big hands, and this is just so much more comfortable and gives me a more positive grip on the front and a larger grip area here that fits my bigger hands a little bit easier. I think those are about all the options you have as far as when you purchase it. Other Boyds models, they'll let you pick what kind of finish you put on it. I mean, you can always have engraving put in different places as well. Those are options you have. But the @1, it's adjustable. So some of the things that you see in other Boyds stocks, like being able to select a different length of pull, those aren't options available when you order the @1, because it already has an adjustable length of pull. So this is one of the really cool things about it. We have a button right here, so if I push this with one hand, now I can move this, so I've just made it a longer length of pull. If I push, I can push it in, and that it holds it very firmly. There's no wiggle. I was going to say woggle. There's no wiggle or wobble. How's that in this? It's pretty stout, pretty firm. This is a machined aluminum plate at the back with a rubber Boyds branded recoil pad. And the 243 Winchester doesn't have a tremendous amount of recoil anyway, but with this pad, I mean, it really is a joy to shoot this. It's very comfortable. So another thing you see here is a sling swivel. There's one here, and there's one on the other side, and they actually send you this little sling mount. You can see that they also have sling swivel studs on the bottom. So you have two here, and then another one if you want to put a bipod under the front. You can put that right here. So a lot of different options. Because I'm using this, actually this is not, I was going to say Vero Vellini, this is a Butler Creek sling. Because I'm using this sling, I'm not actually using this quick detach sling swivel on either side. But it's nice that that's available if I wanted to use it. All right, so let me tell you the two things that I'm not incredibly fond about here. Number one, this is a free floated barrel design, meaning that from where the action connects to the stock forward, there's a hand grip area but it's not supposed to have any contact between the barrel and the wood. And I can still take a sheet of paper and wrap around the barrel and pull it all the way back. And there's one little spot in here where it gets close enough that the paper won't continue all the way back. I don't know. I need to loosen the action screws and see if I can center it up. That may be installation error, or it may be that free float area is just slightly off center. I don't know if that's a production issue or if it was an installation error issue. So I'm going to loosen these, tighten them up again, see if I can get that straightened out. The other was here on the detachable box magazine. You see, you pull this back and it pops loose, you take the mag out. It has a little lip here that catches inside. So get that in and then push, and you'll see the little catch here didn't pop all the way back into place. So if I had rounds in here and I tried to chamber around, it's going to knock the whole magazine out. Ask me how I know that. Yeah. So what I've found is it's so close. All I have to do is push it forward a little bit. Now it's locked in place. I just have to remember to do that every time. With the original Remington stock, that little catch would pop into place and hold the magazine. So again, I don't know if that's an installation problem with how I put that in there. I know that this is like the third one of these stocks they made for me. The first two had some dimension issues. I guess it's the first 783 stock for the At-1 that they had made in this early production run. So maybe that dimension is slightly off. I don't know. But like I said, it's workable. I just have to give it a little push there. So those are the only concerns I had. In the field, I've carried this out in the field to shoot it a few times, to sight it in, to see how it felt. My friend Tom took it out and hunted with it, and unfortunately he didn't see any deer. He didn't get to shoot any. Joe sighted this in for me a couple weeks ago when we were at the range. So several people have shot it. The feedback across the board is they love the way it adjusts. They love that. It is fairly ambidextrous. Obviously a bolt action gun, you're gonna have the bolt on one side, but everything else about it is symmetrical side to side. They liked that this is a nice, not incredibly cushy, but you know, a little bit soft rubber pad, really nice rubber recoil pad on the back. The finish on this is, you know, I don't want to call it flawless because it's wood. Natural wood is going to have some flaws here and there, but I'm telling you, I have been over this and I'm having trouble finding any. It is absolutely amazing to me. Okay, so there's just a tiny little nick right there. All right, that's like the only flaw I've been able to find. I have done woodworking in the past. Part of my undergraduate work was in an area where furniture factories were prevalent in Western North Carolina, so I took a furniture manufacturing class. I have worked with wood. I know how hard it is to get everything perfect, and it is flat out amazing to me how persistent, consistent, uniform Boyds stocks are in having just such a nice finish with practically no natural flaws. I mean, this is wood. It's an organic substance. It has flaws in it, and still, the way they do these laminates, it's hard to find a flaw. For what this is, it took a bargain basement rifle. My goal was to make an upgraded hunting rifle. And this 783, you should go look at our review on Gear Report, Gear-Report.com, for the Remington 783. This is an incredible value in a hunting rifle. Between this and the Thompson Center compass, honestly, I'd buy the compass because it has a threaded muzzle. The rifle is a Thompson Center compass. So here you can see the compass. It's in 30-06. You can go check out the review we did on this and see that this was a really strong performer on the bench, shooting less than half MOA. Was my best group at 200 yards. And oddly enough, this rifle shoots pretty much the same whether it's got the can on it or not, which often the rifles that I shoot with, when I put the suppressor on, it changes the point of impact. This stays pretty true regardless. So both of these rifles are an obscene value in out-of-the-box accurate shooting hunting rifles that you can get for dirt cheap. I mean, you can buy this brand new with a scope, the 783, for $250, $300. That's less than most used hunting rifles without a scope. Plus, and this is brand new. So you put this, a 783 or a Thompson Center Compass, which Boyds has just started making stocks for, put either one of those in a stock like this @1 stock, and you have got a very ergonomic, flexible, I can shorten it, let my kids shoot it, I can lengthen it for me or for Daniel. Daniel's like 7 foot something, he's a big dude. We can adjust this out for Daniel or shorten it down for Miss B, who is 12 years old and a little girl. So amazing flexibility in this stock. I like it. I think you should probably go get one. All right, that's it for now. Please, if you like this video, if you like this review, why don't you subscribe to the Gear Report channel? You're probably watching on YouTube, so click subscribe, and you can click the little bell icon. That'll mean you get notified whenever we post new stuff. If you want more detail, oftentimes we kind of gloss over some things in the video review, and we go into more detail in our written review. So you can go to Gear-Report.com, Gear-Report.com. You can find all of our written reviews in more detail there. Feel free to ask questions in the video description on the website or in our Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, any of those places you can find us. We're happy to chat with you, answer any questions you have there. I got to go shoot some more videos. Until next time, we'll see you at the range.